Part 7.
Myray woke up earlier than usual, half excited, half dreading what the next few days would bring. The campaign trip had come faster than she expected, and with it, the reality of being in the same space as him. She was zipping up her suitcase when her phone rang. Hi Yeon. Just a little reminder, if that good-for-nothing Park Young-soon tries to breathe in your direction, I will personally appear there and ruin his life. Myray sighed, smiling despite herself. Myray, good morning, Ha-yeon, noted. Ha-yeon, whatever. Just make sure you come back with all your dignity intact and no emotional damage. Myray rolled her eyes. Yes, ma'am. By the time she stepped outside her apartment building, she froze. Ji-won was standing by his car, his boyish smile warm and bright even in the morning chill. Waving. Good morning, senior. Ji-won, what are you doing here? She said, surprised. As your personal driver, I'm here to take you to the airport. Ji-won teased, walking up to take her luggage. Myray frowned, tugging it back. Hey, you should be at work. My ride will be here soon. Really? That's sad. I took the morning off to take my beautiful lady to the airport, he said, simply teasing. She narrowed her eyes. Stop that. I know what you're doing. You're really impossible. He laughed. Now come on. Before traffic starts. The ride to the airport was quiet but comfortable. Ji-won played some soft music while Myray scrolled through her emails, trying to focus. Every so often, he glanced her way. The same mix of admiration and concern that always made her chest tighten a little. When they reached the airport, Ji-won parked and stepped out quickly, grabbing her luggage before she could protest. I said I'll take it, she muttered, walking after him. And I said I'll carry it, he countered easily. You have a flight ahead. Let me handle this and walk you in. She couldn't argue with him at all. Ji-won already walking in. Come on, let's go. Inside the airport, the team was already seated near check-in. Myray paused. Ji-won noticed her pause. He turned to her, his tone suddenly soft. Promise to text me when you land, okay? I will. And eat something. You skip meals when you're working. She looked away. You really sound like my mum. Then listen to me like one. He grinned, though his eyes lingered on her a bit too long. Myray, thank you for the ride. Now please go to work before your boss fire you. Fine, he said, pretending to sulk. But if I don't get a text by noon, I'm reporting you missing. She shook her head, smiling as he waved and walked off. Inside, Myray joined the team, doing her best to keep her expression neutral. The director clapped his hands. All right, team. Let's make this campaign the best yet. Park Young-soon's gaze flicked toward her briefly, unreadable, polite, distant. Then he gestured toward the empty seat beside him. You can sit here, he said evenly. It's fine, she replied quickly. Finding a seat 2 rows back, he didn't insist, just nodded once. The flight from Seoul to Jeju was short, but Myray felt every minute stretch. She sat by the window, watching the sea clouds drift beneath her like ripples of cold glass. Around her, the team chatted lightly about hotel rooms and seafood buffets, but her mind was elsewhere. Half on work, half on the one person who was staring. When the plane landed, she felt a small rush of relief. Just a few days, she told herself. Just work, nothing more. At the hotel, rooms were quickly assigned. Myray ended up sharing with a model's makeup artist, Sujin, a sweet girl who immediately opened the curtain. We have a sea view. I'm not sleeping tonight. Myray smiled weakly. You'll regret that tomorrow when you have to work with more models. After a quick unpack, they headed straight to the campaign site, a wide outdoor space by the shore where the team would shoot the promotional visuals. The place was busy. Contractors moving banners, photographers checking lighting, and Myray knee-deep in work, pointing at sketches on her tablet while discussing placement with a construction lead. Just as she was showing a layout, her phone buzzed in her pocket. She glanced down to see a crying sticker pop up, followed by a message. Ji-won, you didn't call. I was starting to think you got kidnapped by seagulls. A smile tugged at her lips before she could stop it. My-rae, sorry, I just got here. It's been a busy morning. Ji-won, you're forgiven. Only if you've eaten. She rolled her eyes and sat down. Not yet, but I will. Before she could hit send, a familiar voice came from behind her. You should eat something, Park Hyung-soon said, holding out a neatly wrapped bento box. You haven't eaten since the flight. My-rae froze. The warmth from Ji-won's text evaporated. She turned slightly, her tone clipped. I'm fine. You don't have to. It's just food, he said evenly, setting the box on the table near her. It's nothing unprofessional. I'm giving it to a co-worker, nothing more. The words were calm, but something in them stung. That she was the one who told him to keep things professional. My-rae bit the inside of her cheek, forcing a polite nod. That's so kind of you, director. Give it to someone else. I'm busy. Just then, a soft voice chimed in. Yuri, one of the marketing staff, and someone who'd clearly taken an interest in the new director. If My-rae doesn't want it, can I have it? She asked with a bright smile, her hand already reaching for the box. Hyung-soon looked between them. My-rae's eyes met his, sharp, unreadable, before she said, Go ahead. I'm not hungry. Already standing, Yuri giggled and took the lunch, brushing towards Hyung-soon as she thanked him. My-rae didn't stay long enough to watch. She turned away, the sound of their small talk following her like a low hum in her ears. By the time she reached the other end of the site, her phone buzzed again. Ji-won. So, did you eat? She stared at the message for a few seconds before typing back. Just about to, but she wasn't. Instead, she went to the food stand herself, grabbed instant rice and miso soup, and sat down by the edge of the wooden platform overlooking the shore. She ate as she tried not to think of Hyung-soon, or the way he'd said those words, the same way he used to whenever she skipped meals during exams. Don't do this, she muttered under her breath. He's not the same person. Her phone lit up again. Ji-won, I'll hold you to that. Don't starve, okay? This time, she smiled, small but real. At least someone still cared out loud. She put her phone aside and forced herself to eat, the sound of waves crashing softly in the background as the others worked nearby. When she looked up, her eyes caught Hyung-soon again from across the site, standing by Yuri and the director, nodding at something. For a second, his gaze drifted to her, and their eyes met. But she looked away fast. Later that evening, My-rae had planned to collapse into bed and not move until morning. Her muscles ached from the day's work, and her head still throbbed from pretending not to notice Park Hyung-soon all afternoon. But the director said everyone should have dinner together. He said it's like a thank you and motivation dinner. She slipped her jacket and stepped out into the hallway, just in time to see Hyung-soon closing his own room door. Their eyes met. For a brief moment, neither moved. Then My-rae looked away first and started walking down the corridor. You did a great job today, Hyung-soon said, falling into step beside her. Thanks, she answered flatly without turning. He smiled awkwardly. It's good working with you. She didn't reply and walked faster. Hyung-soon paused as he just stares at her from behind. Outside, the evening air was soft and cool. The hotel had set up small tables under fairy lights, the smell of grilled food drifting through the sea breeze. Everyone was scattered around, some laughing, others holding drinks. My-rae chose a seat near Soon-jin, trying to blend into the chatter. Across the circle, Yura had already found her place beside Hyung-soon. They were talking about the campaign shot locations, Yura leaning in a little too close, Hyung-soon smiling politely but not pulling away. My-rae looked down at her food, forcing a small smile when Soo-jin asked something about tomorrow. But every now and then, her eyes betrayed her glancing back at Hyung-soon's easy grin, the way the firelight softened his face exactly the same way it used to when he waited for her outside class. Stop it, she told herself. You're not that girl anymore. Ani, want to see the pool? It's gorgeous at night. Soo-jin chirped. My-rae hesitated but nodded. Sure, why not? Anything to get away from this place. she muttered under her breath. The pool area was quiet, lit by a few blue underwater lights. The reflection shimmered against the water's surface as the two women walked along the edge. "Director Park is handsome, isn't he?" Soojin whispered with a grin. Mireille's heart gave a small, traitorous skip. "I guess," she said quickly. "You guess?" "Please," every girl here noticed. Mireille forced a laugh. Her phone buzzed, a short text from Ji-won. "Have you eaten?" She smiled faintly. It was like sunlight breaking through a storm, brief and kind. By the time she looked up again, Soojin had excused herself to take a call. Mireille returned alone to the gathering area. But now most of the group was gone. Only half-empty cups remained. A few low voices in the distance. The director had disappeared. So had Hyung-soon. She sat down, staring at the flickering lights, and poured herself another drink. Then another. The warmth spread through her chest, dulling everything, the memories, the ache, the confusion. Just as she lifted the next cup, a hand reached in and took it from her. "You'll regret that tomorrow," a quiet voice said. "You don't want to get drunk." She froze. "Hyung-soon, it's none of your business," she said sharply, turning away and pushing to stand. Before she could step past him, his hand caught hers. Not tight, but desperate. "Please, Mireille, please. Don't keep doing this. Don't ignore me." The sound of his voice low, trembling made her chest tighten. She laughed bitterly, eyes glassy. "Ignore you? I think I learned that from you. I'm sorry," he whispered. "I really am. Sorry?" she repeated, voice breaking into a whisper. "You vanished. No call. No text. Nothing. Do you have any idea what that did to me?" You don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't be standing here pretending we can just work together like we're strangers who had a small fight." He looked at her, guilt etched into every line of his face. "I wanted to tell you, Mireille. Just what?" she demanded. "Got bored? Moved on? Or did you decide I wasn't worth an explanation?" He swallowed hard, his throat moving. "You wouldn't understand." She stared at him for a long, cold second, then stepped back. "You're right," she said quietly. "Because you never gave me the chance to." Mireille turned and walked away before he could answer. Back in her room, Mireille slipped into the bathroom, closed the door, and turned the shower on, letting the sound of rushing water drown out everything else. She pressed her back against the wall, sliding down until she was sitting on the tiles. The tears came quietly this time, blending with the sound of the shower, until she could barely tell which sound were hers. "Why?" she whispered. It still hurt. Her phone buzzed, a short text from Ji-won. "Don't forget to sleep early, workaholic." The morning light cut through the wide glass windows of the hotel restaurant, casting a soft glow over the rows of tables. Mireille walked in with heavy steps, eyes faintly swollen, though she tried to hide it beneath light makeup and a tired smile. Soojin was already waving at her from a table near the buffet. "Annie, here." Hyung-soon looked up at her. Mireille forced a small smile and sat down beside Soojin. But Yuri, who was seated beside Hyung-soon as always, eyed her for a moment, frowning. "Kang Mireille, you sure you're okay? You look a little puffy." Mireille stirred her coffee, forcing a smile. "Yeah. I guess I drank too much last night." Yuri chuckled, not pushing further. But Hyung-soon, who sat across beside her, glanced up just long enough for their eyes to meet. His expression was unreadable, but there was something there. Regret. Mireille quickly looked away, pretending to listen to Soojin. But Hyung-soon couldn't stop glancing at her. The way she kept her distance, her tired eyes, her silence. He knew. He knew she wasn't okay, and it's because of him. Campaign site. By afternoon, the sun blazed high as the crew worked around cameras, props, and banners. Mireille sat on a chair. Her jacket is on now on the chair because of the heat. She scrolled through her tablet while the staff adjusted lighting. She sighed softly. Her phone buzzed. It was Ha-yeon. "Hey, miss." Ha-yeon's voice came through the line, cheerful but concerned. "How's your trip? Did anything happen? My smiled faintly. Nope, everything is fine. Just tiring. Everyone's nice though. You sure you're okay? You don't sound well. Did Hyung-soon do anything? Haeyeon pressed. My hesitated, then smiled weakly. I'm fine, really. Just been busy and tired. Before she could say more, Soojin appeared running towards her. Annie. My tuned to her. She was holding something small, a keychain shaped like a tiny camera. Look what the event staff gave me. Soojin grinned. They said it's a lucky charm. Here, this is yours. She dropped it into Marae's hand. It was cute. A little clumsy-looking thing. Thanks, she said. Marae blinked at it and suddenly remembered Ji-won. She realized, with a small twist in her chest, that she hadn't even replied to his message from yesterday. Opening her phone, she found his last unread text. Don't forget to sleep early, workaholic. Her fingers trembled as she typed back. Sorry for not replying. Got swamped. Look what I found. She attached a photo of the keychain. Seconds later, her phone buzzed. Ji-won, that's adorable. You'd better be keeping that one for me. Marae. I'll think about it. How's work? Ji-won. Not fine. But I'll be if you call me right now. She smiled quietly and hit the call button. You called. How are you? Ji-won said immediately, voice low and familiar. Are they overworking you again? It's a campaign trip, Ji-won. Of course, she teased softly. Really? Then I should fire them for stressing you, he said, a faint smile in his tone. Marae smiled, her heart easing. All right, boss. She laughs. Till then, sleep early and eat properly. I mean it this time. He smiled. Yes, boss. Please give me a bonus after this. Don't boss me. All right, that's easy and you'll get more bonus if you eat and sleep well, he teased. She laughed out loud. Oh my, you're the kindest boss ever. I'll do as you say. Sir, I like the sound of that, Ji-won muttered, then softer. And if anyone hurt or bother you, let me know, I'll beat them up. There was a pause. Okay, boss. Noted, Marae whispered. Just then, movement caught her eye. Across the work area, Park Hyung-soon was standing beside the crew members. But his gaze was fixed on her. The moment their eyes met, she looked away sharply, guilt flashing across his face. Marae swallowed. Ji-won, I should go. The director's calling. All right, he said softly. Call me tonight, promise? Promise, she said before hanging up, took a deep breath, and tucked the keychain to her bag. Before she turned back to her work, but she could feel Hyung-soon's eyes still on her, like a shadow that wouldn't quite fade.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on your notification to know when I upload the next chapter.